family. Welcome to the OrahSUNSHINE Channel. This channel focuses on natural solutions for health and well-being. If you haven't been to this channel before, please like and subscribe. And if you're returning, thank you. Today, I want to focus on a word. And if you visited my channel before, you know that I like to play with words, especially English words. English words have a lot of hidden messages in it. And sometimes the word itself can tell you what it's about. But today I'm going to focus on the word gratitude. Now let's take a look at gratitude. Gratitude is something that we all appreciate, but we really could do a little bit more of it because it's something that through the law of attraction, it resonates at a high frequency. And when we're resonating at that high frequency, we're allowing more of the same to come to us. Let's just take a look at the word and break it down. Gratitude. Gratitude actually contains the words great and gift. So basically it's saying a great gift. And gratitude is a great gift. It's a gift that keeps on giving and comes back to you. And every time you show appreciation, you're telling the universe, like, this is what I like. This is what I like. And so it keeps resonating that back to you. Gratitude also contains the words, I get it. I get it. So it's basically saying that when you're being grateful, you are getting it. You got it. You received it. And you will receive more of it, the more gratitude that you show. It also contains the words, a great treat. So when you're doing something that was really nice and made you feel really good, it is a great treat. It's a great treat for you. It's a great treat for whoever is benefiting from it. It's a great treat for the universe. It's a high vibration that's coming back to you. So you see how the word just contains a lot of hidden messages in it? So what I'm going to do now is I want you to listen to what some other people are saying about gratitude and being grateful. Just check them out. And remember, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so. So I'll talk to you soon. See ya.
The essence of gratitude is understanding that every moment of your life is something to be grateful for. And that everything that shows up in your life is something that you will want to be expressing a sense of gratitude about. I speak often about how we take things for granted. And taking things for granted is one of the obstacles to having an attitude of gratitude. Taking things for granted very often, I've often said that I think we should have special days every year in which we appreciate all the different aspects of our being. You know, like we give thanks for our liver on Mondays, on the 3rd of January, Liver Appreciation Day. Or just try to imagine what it would be like if you didn't have that liver. There would be nothing for you to imagine. And then, for the air that we breathe, and for the ground that we walk upon, and for gravity, and for the food that we have, and for the sky, and for, our eyelids, which we just take for granted. Without them, how difficult it would be for us to get through even an hour of our day. and our toenails and everything about ourselves, to begin to experience a sense of gratitude. Now, when we're talking about affirmations and we're talking about manifestation, here we want to look at what it is we are asking to have manifested for ourselves. And remember, we are not creating anything, we're just redistributing, if you will. Everything that needs to be created is already in the universe. There's no place to go. I remember when the story was told of Swami Muktananda, great spiritual teacher, who was dying. And all of his devotees and students gathered around, and he was leaving. And he had announced that. His students were praying with him, and they were pleading with him, please don't go, Swami, please, we're not ready for you to leave. And he opened his eye and looked at them and said, don't be silly. Where could I go? Where is there to go? Everything is already here. And so, when you are manifesting and you are asking for things to show up in your life, as they begin to show up in your life, learning to be grateful for those. Now, that's not so difficult. Most of us say thank you. I have a little ritual that I do every day, and that is almost every day God sends money to me in some form, particularly when I'm running. It happens virtually every day of my life. And it's a little game, a mental game that I have played with myself. I'll be out running, and I'll be thinking about all of the abundance that has shown up in my life, and how grateful I am, and how grateful I am to have my children. One of the things that my wife and I practice regularly is telling our children how fortunate we feel to be their parents. How lucky we are. Not how lucky they are to have us as parents, but how blessed and how grateful we are. And I'll often pick up my little boy or one of my little girls and just put my arms around and say, you know, I am really lucky to have you. You know, I'm really blessed to have you show up in my life. I feel that way about all my children. And having that kind of attitude is something that I do with everything that has shown up in my life. Because I lived a big hunk of my life without a lot of abundance, with a great deal of scarcity. But even while I was living in scarcity, there was never a sense of poor me, or I wish I had more, or even looking at other people and saying, they've got it and I don't. That attitude keeps you from being grateful for what you have. Even as a child, I didn't learn to say, oh, they've got a Cadillac and we have to drive around in an old Chevy or something. There was a sort of an internal knowing that you haven't earned a Cadillac. You know, that isn't something that you even think about as being yours. They used to talk about being able to buy a Cadillac when I was a young man, you know, buying my first car, and they said a Cadillac cost almost $4,000. I couldn't comprehend a Cadillac costing $4,000 and having $4,000 to buy a car. I mean, it wasn't like something I would even give a moment's notice to. If other people had that was just their karma, or that was their benefits, or somehow they had done something to earn that. Now, today, when I go to buy a car, $4,000 is an option. You want this stereo system instead of this one? That'll cost $4,000 extra. All right, throw it in. What do I do? It's got extra speakers. I mean, my first car was an old 1950 Plymouth that had rusted out sides on it, and I washed that thing every day, and I was so proud of it. I was so excited about that. And the idea of looking at somebody else's new car and thinking that there was something wrong here, that they had it and I didn't, couldn't have occurred to me. And I believe it's that attitude of being grateful for whatever shows up in your life that allows additional things to show up in your life. And my little ritual that I play every day when I'm out running is little coins that I find in the street. I found one this morning when I was running before I made this presentation, right out in front of the hotel. A penny, a shiny penny. And you know, I have I've never admitted this in public before, but I have a large jar of coins that is hidden in a bookcase behind a whole. Nobody knows where this is except myself. And this contains all of the money that I have found in the last 20 years. And it's a huge amount of money. Some of it is wrinkled up bills. A lot of it is foreign money because I've run in foreign countries. And most of the coins are dirty and they've been out on the street for a long time. And there's a couple of $20 bills. There's a $100 bill in there. And every time I look at that little symbol that just keeps growing, it reminds me to be grateful. And when I pick up one of those coins, I always say, thank you, God, for this symbol of abundance that has shown up in my life. Thank you. And I put it in my pocket and I put it away in a special way. When I get back to my office, I go to that little place and I put it in there and I look at that, and that's my reminder. What gratitude does is it keeps you connected to that source which brings things into your life. It keeps that connection open.
Whenever you catch yourself thinking about what you lack or what's going wrong, consciously redirect your thoughts toward what you have to be grateful for. This simple shift in focus can help you break free from the cycle of negativity and scarcity. Take the time to express your gratitude to the people around you, whether it's a simple thank you to a colleague or a heartfelt note to a friend. Expressing gratitude not only uplifts others, but also reinforces your own sense of appreciation. Before you go to bed, take a moment to reflect on the day. Acknowledge the moments of gratitude you experienced and let them fill your heart as you drift off to sleep. This practice can also help you release any worries or concerns, allowing you to rest peacefully. Gratitude has the remarkable ability to release pent-up emotions and energy that may be causing emotional and physical distress. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives and practicing gratitude, we begin to let go of negative emotions such as anger, resentment, and fear. This emotional release creates a harmonious environment within, allowing our body's natural healing processes to work more effectively. Stress and anxiety can have detrimental effects on our physical well-being. Gratitude acts as a soothing balm for our anxious minds. When we consciously shift our attention to what we're grateful for, we activate the body's relaxation response. This, in turn, lowers stress hormones and supports a more balanced state of being. Our thoughts and beliefs have a direct impact on our physical health. Gratitude fosters a sense of harmony between the mind and body. When we are grateful, our thoughts become more uplifting, and our body responds by releasing beneficial chemicals that contribute to overall well-being. Many physical ailments are linked to past emotional wounds and traumas. Gratitude can serve as a tool for healing these wounds by helping us reframe our perspective on the past. By acknowledging the lessons and growth that have emerged from challenging experiences, we can release the emotional grip of the past and allow healing to take place. Gratitude strengthens our emotional resilience, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater grace and strength.
You get to represent the presence of God in its magnificent beauty and power and joy and affluence and abundance. You get to represent the presence. And so the first thing that you're going to do in this representation is you're going to reprogram your mind, which is a part of the dynamic of giving thanks. The dynamic power of giving thanks is that you are continually looking for something to be grateful for until you live in the vibratory frequency of gratitude and thanksgiving, no matter what come, what may, challenges, great rewards, great awards, great beauty, whatever it is, your mind becomes programmed to constantly looking for and finding things to be grateful for. Your mind right now might be programmed for anxiety. You might have a strong startle effect. Everything scares you. You know, your mind may be programmed to protect yourself. Bad things may have happened to you in your life. You haven't transcended them yet. And so your mind is programmed to fear, doubt, worry, lack, limitation, worst case scenarios. Oh my God, what's going to happen? Your mind be programmed at that level, but you are not your mind. Say, I'm not my mind. I have a mind. And so you get to reprogram the mind and enter into a field of giving thanks perpetually. Monday through Sunday, morning, noon, and night, a prayer without ceasing of such gratefulness. And as the mind becomes programmed, then you begin to discover after reprogramming there is receptivity. That is, you have to become ready because as you're giving thanks, you will discover you will have more and more and more and more to give thanks for. That's how it operates. When you begin to place yourself in a position to be grateful, something happens vibratorily with your nervous system, something happens with your mind, something happens with your expanded awareness, and one, you see more to be grateful for, and two, you receive the blessings that your previous paradigm was too small to receive. There's growth that happens. And so you enter into a continual receptivity of more good flowing through you because of the dynamic power of giving thanks. Just say it right now. I give thanks. I give thanks for everything. I give thanks for everything. I give thanks for all the good in my life. I give thanks for all the challenges. I give thanks for the potential being activated because of those challenges. I'm just being thankful. So there's a dynamism in that. And then the third aspect is, the first one is reprogramming, second one is receptivity, and the third one is self-transcendence. Something happens. When you start to live in the vibratory feeling tone of gratitude and thanksgiving consciously until it becomes second nature, you move beyond self-actualization, which is the activation of the highest potential within you, and you're always trying to actualize yourself. You move to a space of self-transcendence where that part of you that's always trying to be the best, you transcend that space. And you begin to realize, oh my God, from this expanded awareness, I'm already all right. From this expanded awareness, there is nothing to get. From this expanded awareness, there's no evolution. There's only an unfolding of a perfect idea. Time stops. And you transcend the personal mind. And you begin to see, and many of you have had this. Maslow called it the peak experience, in which time has stopped. And you're no longer yearning to get anywhere. You're no longer yearning to get something. You're no longer yearning to acquire anything. You have a realization that your life truly is the life of God, Almighty God, all beauty, God, all joy, and that the presence of God is coming into its own as your very life. You have transcended the sense of separation from the presence. Now, and this sense of thanksgiving becomes a pathway to receptivity and then a pathway to transcendence. And in that moment of transcendence, there is nothing to heal at all. In the moment of transcendence, there is nothing to get rid of. In the moment of transcendence, there's nothing to get. You begin to see the way it is. You can look in that peak experience. You see the face of God in the darkest of situations. That the presence is there, never in absence. You see the presence of God in the birth of a baby, and you see the presence of God in the death of your best friend. You see the presence of life always being itself. You have transcended the sense of separation and the personal self that is sometimes aspiring that dissolves itself. Now, that is what begins to happen as you begin to practice affirmative prayer and primarily meditation, of which you come close to a moment of the timeless, that stillness, that quietude, and the ego becomes very nervous because it doesn't know anything outside of its known perception and material and content. But as it goes beyond, as you go beyond that, which is really coming into yourself, there's a sigh of relief. I've arrived. I'm here. I'm all right. I'm taking a recess from the process.
What is the distinction between appreciation and gratitude? Some say appreciation is what you do, while gratitude is what you feel. The key difference being gratitude is about being thankful within yourself, and appreciation is seeing and acknowledging the good outwardly. Gratitude is the base from which appreciation grows and blossoms when you're paying attention. From this perspective, gratitude is thankfulness for the thing, and appreciation is the recognition of its value, quality, and significance.
So, gratitude is a catalyst for rewiring your brain. It releases a flood of feel-good neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin. Your heart's coherence increases, and you emit a magnetic field of positive energy that draws more of your desires toward you. So, when you express gratitude, you align your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs with your dreams and aspirations. This alignment creates a coherent signal that resonates with the universe. You begin to send out a clear, harmonious message, and the universe responds in kind. Gratitude is a powerful act of faith. When you practice it daily, you develop a profound trust in the universal intelligence. You come to realize that your dreams are not just wishful thinking. They are tangible possibilities waiting to manifest. The more you express gratitude,
we're conditioned into believing we need a reason for gratitude or joy, and consumerism makes it really clear, right? Until I get that, I'm this. But what if you've been creating, and every time you have the thought of your future, you've done it so many times it makes you feel like you're connected to your future? Well, that's a conditioning as well. If you have the thought of your future and you feel the lack that it's not there, then you're back to the victim, right? But if you can have the thought, and the thought actually produces, just like fear, the thought of something terrible happening in your life creates the feeling of fear, the thought of something wonderful in your life creating the feeling of gratitude. Then when you think about your future, you begin to emotionally condition your body into that future. Now here's the payoff. Thoughts are the electrical charge in the quantum field, and feelings are the magnetic charge in the quantum field. And how you think and how you feel broadcasts information and energy into the field. So
into the collective field.
Into the unified field. So the question is, what are you broadcasting every single day? So then, if then, we know that once you begin to self-regulate and you begin to open your heart,
every time I feel myself not starting to feel some kind of way, just take a paper and pencil out. Just start writing down everything you have to be grateful for. Whatever it is. Your health, you can walk, you can still see, you have a car, may not be the one you want. I have a place to live. I ate today. I see a way that I can eat tomorrow. I got a friend that I can call and share my troubles with. And just be real detailed with it. You would be stunned how long you'll be writing. Now, let me tell you what happens. Once gratitude erases all negativity, because there's no room now for negativity. It's not a magic trick. Joy and depression cannot reside in the same space. Those two things cannot exist at the same time. Also, what it does, it changes your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. Gratitude changes your perception. Your perception changes your existence. That's all you're trying to do. That's all you're trying to do. After you've done that, here's what I want you to do. Write a list after you make this list of everything you're grateful for. I want you to read this list every morning you wake up of everything you're grateful for. After you've thanked him for all this stuff, I want you to take another piece of paper out. I want you to write on this piece of paper everything you want. Everything you want. Now what he gonna do is he gonna tie them two lists together. So now since you showing me all this gratitude for what I've already done for you, remember I said the more grateful you are, the more stuff he'll give you to be grateful for? He gonna take this other list you got and he gonna start putting it on this side. Then he gonna take some more stuff and gonna put on this side. He'll take some more stuff and put on this side. I'm telling you. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't think that works, I wish you would try it. Listen to me. I have no other explanation for my life. I do it every single day. And you know what he does? Slowly but surely, he takes this list and he starts taking items and putting it on the grateful list. He has done it for me like that for years and years and years. He did it for me without education. He did it for me when I lost my mom and daddy, my brother, my best friend. He did it for me when they canceled my TV shows. He keeps taking stuff off my want list and putting it on my grateful for list.
Hey, welcome back. So what did you think? Hopefully you got some great messages. Gratitude is no joke. It's awesome. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if you have comments, please share them below. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, this is Orah. Thanks again for watching my video. Be sure to check out my Law of Attraction books. Buy them on Amazon or the link below. Talk to you soon.